Hey, beautiful people. I'm getting some much needed rest, honey. Once I cook, I'm gonna fry me some fish today. I think I'm gonna make some peas because I was gonna make French fries, but I was like, that's starchy. I don't want to do all that fried stuff. So I'm going to fry me some fish, and eat some peas with it. And that's it. Sorry for spitting in front of y'all. It's not spit. It's just I don't like the pimentos on the inside of olives, but I love olives. So I suck them out and spit them out because I can't stand to chew them. So I got on here to tell y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry if that bothers you. um, to talk to y'all about the time I've had a lot of spiritual experiences, y'all, before I even awaken. And I say before I awaken because I've had a lot of paranormal experiences before I knew what awakening was. I tapped into a lot of my gifts before I even knew that it was a gift. Excuse me. I didn't understand like what was going on, how I could do it, and all of that stuff. But so I don't want to get sidetracked, and I don't want to make this a long video. This one doesn't have one. Cool. Look at that. I like the big ones too. I think they call Manzilla. I don't know if that's right. They big. Okay. The time I met Jesus in the physical, which confused me at the time because, in the Bible, they talk about God having fiery eyes. Okay, so I'm going to tell y'all. And I've met the devil. I'm going to tell y'all this story. I'm not going to make it long because, there you go. So y'all ain't have to see it. I don't want it to take a long time to upload. I'm so tired. I'm going back to sleep after I eat. I wanted to do a reading, but I'm tired. I really am tired. So, my head hurt. I don't know if it's because of my hair. I had to pull that shit up because laying on it was causing me to have neck pain and shoulder pain. I was like, oh no. So I pulled that shit up off the back. So I went lay on. I know this random, y'all. Y'all know I be talking. For y'all who get on my channel, who actually look at my videos and actually learn something and actually get to know me, y'all know I talk. I'm an air sign. I'm a Gemini. So that's why I could talk. That's why I'm a messenger from God. Because he know I'm going to use this mouthpiece. So, hurry up, make this fast. First time I met Jesus in the physical earth, in the physical earth, not spiritually. We're not talking about like something you can't see. If you was there, you would have seen him too. My son, and I think I mentioned this on one of my videos. I know this ain't the first time I, told this story, but I'm gonna tell it again because it's specifically about when I met Jesus and when I met the devil. So it was for my son's birthday. Excuse me, y'all. Anyway, he was about, I want to say he was in kindergarten or the first grade. I was living in New Orleans, and I met Jesus and the devil when I was living in New Orleans. I lived in New Orleans for close to 10 years, almost 10 years. If not 10 years, but close to 10 years. So anyway, I had a party for my son, invited his classmates over, and his best friend and all that, because his best friend was his teacher's grandson. And I invited him over, and I got the jumping thing. It's called, child, I'll show you how old I am. I ain't had no babies around me in a long time. I don't even remember how the thing, what the thing called, jumping thing. What the thing called? I don't know why I won't say jumping jack, and I know that ain't it. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. Thing you blow up, and the kids get in there and they jump up and down. That thing. You blow up is like sometimes like a house or whatever figure it is. That. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So they was out there, and then his teacher came. My mama was there. My ex at the time, she was there, and we had barbecued and everything. And I was sitting on the porch with my mama, cause my mama didn't live with me. I would go and get my mama when her mental health was, stable. And again, that's because all the black magic my family done on my mama. Side note, my family never wanted me to have love. And it's so sad because of even a remote idea of my mama showing me some kind of love. Her family hated her and me so much that they caused a rickets in my mama and me relationship. That's how hateful my family is. And some of my family members are the reason why my mama passed away. And I know they done did shit to my child, because suddenly my child at one point was mentally unstable. And then he renewed, God, thank God, he renewed himself. But me and his relationship this night, and I know my family got something to do with it. And they're going to get exposed. And I just be glad when they get exposed, and God literally did. And he might be dealing with them. I don't see none of them. I don't know what's going on with them. In the spirit, God told me he dealing with it. So I know it's happening, but I don't be around none of them. And the sad part, and this side, I know I went from one thing to another, is, anybody who came in my life, a relationship for someone to love me, they were planted in my life, but some of them people didn't even know they were supposed to be in my life, and we were supposed to love each other and heal each other, but they fell for the okie dokie because they wasn't healed. When you don't heal, you'll fall for anything. I'm telling you, you'll fall for anything. The devil look at that dark side and he see you ain't healed. Instantly, he work his magic. Oh, let me offer him money and this and that. He just attach all these damn demons to you. Anyway, I'm going to get sidetracked. I'm going to get back on. Keep me focused, Lord. My son's birthday party. So me and my mom was sitting on the porch, and I didn't even see him at first. It's like he called my soul to him. Literally, my head was down doing something. My mom was sitting on the side of me. I miss my mama so much. So anyway, it was like he called me. He called my soul. because he didn't call my name. He didn't say anything, ma'am. He didn't say anything out loud with his words. I looked up and it was, I want to say it was almost like, if you could see me in the spirit, I probably was gliding to him. That's what it felt like. But in the physical, it was like in a trance, walking, and not even knowing you walking, but you walking because your spirit just pulled you towards this area. Okay. So when I got to him, I knew what he wanted. I knew what he wanted. And he appeared as a homeless white man. Very soft spoken. But even in the soft spoken, as I look back on it, he was so powerful that it almost made me want to cry. He's so powerful, so sweet and holy and kind. And I can feel his essence as I talk about him, which is Papa. I know him as Papa. He's my dad. He's my real dad. Many of you call Jesus y'all dad, and that's my real dad. We ain't gonna get into that right now, though. And I knew what he wanted. I said, "Are you hungry? Do you want something to eat?" And he said, "Yes, ma'am." So much respect. I'm only like in my 20s at this time, close to 20s. I was in my 20s, not even close to 30 at all. And he gave me enough respect as to say, "Yes, ma'am." And he's Jesus. You know what I'm saying? That's how much love and integrity and dignity and respect that his essence, his aura carries. So I went and made him a plate, and I brought it back to him, and I looked at him in his eyes, and he was saying thank you. And his eyes were fiery. They were red. The black part was red, and when I looked, there was flames, fire. There was fire, and it was like I couldn't say, "Oh my God, are you God or Jesus or any of that." He pulled my soul to me, him, and I knew what he needed. I gave it to him. I had that moment, and that was it. It wasn't like I could be like, "Oh my God," or go to the floor and praise him. None of that. None of that. It didn't. It's like, this is what I need, and it was done. I couldn't even be in the actual reality of like, this is Jesus. You know what I mean? I couldn't, because it was like I was in this trance. You know what I mean? And when I went to sit back down, I remember my mom saying, "Did you see how he just called you to him? Like you just got up and started walking over there?" And I said, "Mama, his eyes was fiery." I was like, "Mama, his eyes was fiery." I said, "Mom, that was Jesus. I think that was Jesus, Mama. That's Jesus," you know. And I knew it was Jesus, but it was just like coming out of that trance and not being able to say it like, "Jesus," you know, "Messiah." I didn't get the opportunity to say that. It was an aftermath. It was like my brain is like processing it, like, you know what I mean? And my mama just looked up and just like in mystery, like she had this mystery on her face, like, because she saw it. She literally saw it happen. She saw it happen. Then when I met the devil, that thing now, baby. Let me tell you another story on top of that one after I tell you about the devil. About one of my ex's experienced. Show you that God don't play. And even the demons will take you out. So, remember, the devil works for God. The devil can't exist without God. You see what I'm saying? When light came through dark, the dark could not stand alone. The dark knows that it needs light for it to keep going. Okay? Okay. I heard something. I don't know. Should I say that part? I'm going to say, I want to keep that a secret between me and you, Lord. I don't want to tell them. Do as you may. They don't need to know every little thing. Okay. Anyway, that was some guy. Me and God was having a conversation about. And I don't want to share because I don't want to share everything that me and God talk about to y'all. I just don't. Especially when I'm a big old baby with God. But if it was important enough and he was like, tell him, I would. Just want to let y'all know that this is me. That's just me being spoiled. Anyway, so I was on Orleans and in New Orleans. I think that was Orleans. It's been such a long time. Near the French Quarters, okay? I can't even remember a lot of stuff. But anyway, I was looking for this building. And I'm looking for the address, I couldn't find the address. So I see this older white man with a black suit on walking, but his back was turned. He was like, if I was standing here, he was walking this way, crossing the street. And I was like, excuse me, sir. And he kept walking. So I was like, did he hear me? Because I know I said it kind of loud. And I was like, excuse me, sir. And kept walking. So I said it with my chest. Excuse me, sir. And he turned around. Oh, when he turned around, honey. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. When he turned around, his eyes was cold black. He was a skinny, appeared in the physical, a skinny, white, old man with black eyes. That fool walked like right here in front of me. Ain't said one word with his mouth. He telepathically told me. I heard his thoughts. He wanted me to hear his thoughts. And he told me I could kill you where you stand right now. And at the time, again, I wasn't awake and I was in my early 20s. I was about 20, maybe 25. And I went, first I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was petrified. And the weird part, while all this is going on, it's almost like there was no one around. It was weird. It was like the world was different. It was like time and space. Like it was just weird. Like it was, I can't explain it. So as he walks in front of me and telepathically tells me this, he walks across the other side of the street because I was on what they call the neutral ground. Like the neutral ground is the best way I could tell you. And he walked across the street on the sidewalk, and this was like back in the day, it was called what was that gay club called? Because it was not too far from this gay club. What was it? Club Wolf. Something like that. I can't remember, but it wasn't that far from right there. Club Wolf. Anyway, he freaking, I can't even explain how he did that shit. He turns around as he's walking forward, so his face is turned back here. So his face is this way, and his head is this way. And as he's walking, it's like he started walking like a non-being, You know how you've ever seen a scary movie and they be showing people who possessed and they be crawling on the fucking wall and they kind of like, they bones look like they ain't got no bones in them and they kind of like flimsy or whatever. This fool started walking like that. His head was turned towards me as his body was walking forward. And all of a sudden, this shimmery dimension looking thing appeared. Like on that sidewalk, it literally appeared. And that motherfucker walked straight into that dimension, that shimmery, whatever the hell it's called, dimension, portal. I think my spirit's saying portal is a good word, portal. And I was like, what the fuck? And so for many years, I was asking God, what was that? Who was this? Why was that? Well, Lord, why you won't tell me what was that? What did I see? Why did you let me see that? And I felt like a part of me feels like I was seeing in the spirit, and they didn't know I was a seer, and I didn't know I was a seer. And I'm thinking I'm talking to a physical person, and I'm actually talking to somebody who's in the spirit, but I didn't know I was a seer. And I think that's when motherfuckers started really like that. This bitch saw me. You know, she saw me. That means she could see in the spirit. You know, I hear somebody saying that is correct. So if you see somebody walking, but nobody else see them walking, and you're saying you talking to them, you're 9 times out of 10 you're a seer, but you don't even know that you're talking to a whole spirit or someone who walks in the spirit. You know, whether the demons or good people, whatever, and you don't even know. But that's how you let the spiritual world know. I hear. That's how the demons knew your name. That's what I hear. Because they knew you had awakened to something. Because you were talking to somebody who no one would actually see in the physical. Come on, Jesus. Come on. Tell it. So anyway, that was that. And the crazy thing was, one of my exes who used to drive cabs, this woman done some stuff. I ain't even gonna get to that. But she came home one day and said, she was in the car, in the cab, and this man, an old white man, came from behind her with, I don't know if she said, I can't remember, was it a needle or something to strangle her? Y'all help me out. Was it a needle or something to strangle her? I hear he had many tools, but what did she tell me? Something to strangle her. These motherfuckers like strangling. And she stepped on her brakes and jumped out the cab and pretended like at the time she had a gun or something. And told him to get out her motherfucking cab. That's the proof to show you that the devils will take you out. You want to be a devil? When God give his order to them demons to take you out or to give you your issue, you will. But when you walk with God, God says how much. How much you get, how much you don't get. Don't touch her. She's protected. She's chosen. He's chosen. He's protected. But if you want to be a devil and want to take out other people, God will send a demon bigger than you to take you out and put you through hell. And if you never surrender to God and his will and his ways, especially when you mess with somebody chosen. When you mess with somebody chosen who living for God, you didn't fucking curse yourself. You didn't fucked up. You might can get away with killing people and doing things to people who do demonic things already, who, kill, steal, and destroy. You might be able to take them out with your demonic ways. But when you go to messing with one of God's chosen one who walk with God, who has repented, who want to walk that walk and you know, do whatever God have them do, whatever God created them to do to fulfill their destiny and their purpose, you automatically knocking on God's door. And you ain't gonna get away with that shit, because them demons gonna come for you instead of that chosen one. And when you send them demons to that chosen one to try to take that chosen one out, yes, God will allow demons to attack a chosen one in the beginning, because God teaches his chosen children what demons are, how they attack, what they do. He allows it. He has his purpose and his reasons why he allow it. But when God say enough, that person has learned their lesson or whatever God wanted to teach their chosen one, that's it. And when the demons try to come for you again, sent by people who sent the demons, that demon and those demons go right back to them. Because God said, I didn't tell you to do that. Who are you? Who do you think you are? Okay, since you want to send demons to my child, and I see that's why God said he works everything good for the greater good of him. God used everything. Demons, evil, good, light, darkness, lessons. He uses everything to work for the good and glory of him. So yes, he will allow bad things to happen to his chosen children, but it's lessons to make them stronger. But when you, as a demonic spirit, think you got all the power and you want to follow the devil and think that you're going to be able to do certain things to this chosen one who's walking with God, you just writing what you want God to do to you on top of the shit that you already owe him. So all that shit come back to you. And most of y'all ain't gonna make it because you ain't got no God in you. You only got the devil, your hurt wounds, your fucked up mindset, want to take somebody out, want to do all these horrible things. So you meet demons that match your energy. And then sometimes you meet demons, especially if you sent a demon that's more powerful you to a chosen one, that more powerful demon that you sent to the chosen one, it's coming back to you. So imagine if you're ranking, let's just say you're a demon that ranks number 2 out of 10. But then you call on a demon to send to a chosen one of God who is walking their path and has repent and ask for forgiveness, who want to fulfill God's purpose. When that demon come, whether God allowed that demon to teach that chosen one a lesson or not, God already knows. First of all, he's not going to let the demon take the chosen one out, but he's going to send that demon back to the person who ranked in 2. And if that person who ranked in 2 called on a demon that was ranking in 7, so a 2 to a 7, baby, there's no match. The only way you going to survive it if you give your life over to the divine and repent and allow yourself to be exposed to shit that you've been doing behind the closed doors. That's why God say everything done in the dark will come to the light. You feel what I'm saying? And because I'm God's divine and I have light in me, that's how I know the shit that y'all be doing. Because God bring it to my light side. I already have dark, so whatever you do in the dark is right there. It just go ahead and be transferred over to the light so I can see what the fuck it is and what it ain't. You feel what I'm saying? And so y'all make y'all own beds and then y'all want to think that it's chosen ones doing it. Nah, y'all did that shit to y'all self. Coming for somebody who ain't fucking with y'all. Coming for somebody who living their life. Coming for somebody who healing from their traumas. Coming for somebody who want to fulfill their purpose and whatever God has for them. Being obedient to God. Repenting for their sins. Facing their shit. Being honest and truthful. Being accountable. You know what I'm saying? Not perfect, but being able to say, hey, I was wrong for when I said this. Or I was wrong when I did that. I was off. Whatever. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't take accountability or none of that shit. So when that ranking 7 come back to you, and then you suffer, and you go through all the shit that you going through, that same 7 that you try to send to God's chosen one is the same 7, whatever power it possess, and whatever you wanted that ranking 7 demon to do to that chosen one, it's actually going to be done to you. So if you sent the demon to somebody who's chosen, you know, because you hate them, you don't want them awakened, you whatever, you whatever your issue is, which is really your issue, but you want to project it onto a chosen one. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can see that little light going around me. That's so beautiful. But anyway, what you're doing is you're basically, if you say, I want this chosen one to die, you literally just told that demon that you want to die. Because again, that chosen one is living its purpose for God. That soul was called. Many are called, few are chosen. When that soul was called, hey, I answered it. God chose me. When he called me, I said, hello. Yes, my Lord. What is it that you need me to do? Well, my child, first I need you to repent for your sins. I need you to get on your path. This journey is not going to be easy, but know that I'm around you all day long, every day. I love you. I am all power. I am everything. I am God. I'm the Most High. I am the Creator. I created you, and everything that you see, all that is, the evil, the good, everything. All of the power is within me. All power in my hands. There is no yes unless I say yes. There is no no unless I say no. You feel what I'm saying? And I go, okay, Lord, do you accept this calling? Your soul gets a calling. I do. And you go through that calling. And you go through that battle. And you believe in God. And you trust in God. And you waver a little bit in your faith. Because you like, Lord, you know, why is this happening to me? When God allowed them demons to attack you. You like, oh, you don't love me. Why you did that? And then as you grow, you learn, like, in order for you to know what you against, you gotta go against it. It gotta attack you. You gotta know how it feel. You gotta know how to battle with that bitch. You gotta know its power. What's your competition looking like? And as you grow, then you feel the ranking of the demons that people are sending you. But as the demons ranking up, you ranking up higher. And you like, I know this. I'm familiar with this because the ranking demon 2 came at me and hit me with this, hit me harder. But guess what? I made it through. And I'm making it through. And I keep on making it through. And I'm making it through. And I'm making it through. And then you just get higher. You feel what I'm saying? But every time a demon sends you, the devil or anything sends a demon to you, witchcraft, black magic, you know, wish bad over your life, those demons do not rank as the highest demon that they're sending to you. You feel me? So that bitch have to go back. And that's why these motherfuckers don't make it. That's why these motherfuckers go crazy. That's why these motherfuckers get exposed. Because what God has been trying to tell them the whole damn time, you need to heal. You are projecting on my child who's not doing you anything. You're wishing bad. You want all of this negative stuff to happen to my child. You want to see my child dead. You done planted people in my child's life to R them, try to stab them. I want to show y'all this stuff, and I don't want to show it. I'll take a picture of something because I don't want to pull up something and something pop out. This, you know, this YouTube, respectfully, but I want to show y'all my wounds. You know, where, you know, I've been stabbed. I've been through a whole lot of shit that most of the world would never be able to even conquer. They won't even be here. I done went through mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. I done been through hell and back. Okay? And most of y'all wouldn't be able to do it. Even if you got on a spiritual journey, you wouldn't even be able to do it. The shit that I've been through. You wouldn't be able to conquer it, get through it. That's a whole nother story. I done spoke about that on another video. But that is how that works. And then these demons who sent these higher ranking demons to you to attack you and take you out, they think it's you who doing something to them. That's where the mind is so fucked up. The mentality of some of these demonic people who are unhealed, their mentality is so fucked up. They don't never, not one time think, well, I did send that to them. And if they really do hear God and they are chosen, why is what I sent to them happening to me? Come on. You can get it. Come on. Think it through. That's the answer. So anyway, y'all, that's it. Because I done went too far out. See there, 34 minutes. I only came on here to tell you about when I seen Jesus and the devil. But that's one of my paranormal experiences, and all day long dealing with paranormal child, demons who be sending shit to me. I'm unbothered. Eating my olives. Spitting out these damn pimentos. Bye, y'all. Have a beautiful day.